And we are live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect Their Craft. This is episode number 98, and we are joined by not one, not two, but three very special guests here. We are joined by the current PPW Tag Team and Television Champion. They are Adrien Soriano, Gabriel Hodder, Matthew Omen, collectively known as Primal Fear. Good evening, gentlemen. How's everything going?
What is up, my man? Thank you for having us. We are more than thrilled to be here with you, spending this time to talk about whatever it is that we're about to talk about.
Unfortunately, Matthews, so
Yes, audio isn't working,
have to call him.
sorry.
Right.
Yeah, call it on the fly.
All good, all good. We'll try to do, I guess, sign language here. That's all good.
Yeah, Matt, just throw up gang signs. There you go. Oh, I don't know what that means.
Well, I guess let's start it up in here. First off, let's start. I guess congratulations at you guys are the winners of the inaugural Rise Tag Team Invitational Tournament here, and you also see those PPW Tag Team Championships. So, congratulations!
Thank you. That was experience. Really proud to be a part of Rise work. So, it's a bit of a journey, about 6 hours for us to get. We wanted to be there. It was really cool. Like you said, the first ever champions of that tournament.
There you go. No, definitely, and I can imagine this definitely felt a lot more that satisfying win of winning the tournament when unfortunately you guys came this close to winning the inaugural ECWA Tag Team Tournament. The Super 8 finally had a tag team variation. And again, it was a hard fought going to the finals right there in the main event, facing, no pun intended, the main event, two actual friends of mine as well. So, but again, hard fought battle. Congratulations, even again, making it that far in an inaugural tournament like that.
If you look at our we were the longest RC Tag Team Champions, PPW Tag Team Champions, finalist, as you said, ECWA Super 8, the winners of the first ever event. So, we had a man out there, and
Yeah, just like Gabriel said, 2022 has been a hot year for Primal Fear. A lot of accomplishments, regardless of that loss in the finals of the ECWA Tag Team Tournament. My boys have been holding it down in the tag team division throughout the entire year. Yeah, man, 2022 was super good, and we're only expecting 2023 to be even better. So keep your eyes out on Primal Fear.
Hey, definitely so. But hey, let's also talk a little bit about your single stuff, Adrien, because you've also been holding some gold as well. Like I mentioned earlier, you're holding that television championship. You've held some gold at Super Crazy as well. Shout out to everyone at the Skid Row Academy and Super Crazy, where you guys are currently helping that next crop of amazing talent coming out as well. So how's it been for you as well? Just recently coming out of a matchup with, if not one of the best current technical wrestlers going today in the world, Jonathan Gresham. How was that for you going head to head with him?
Fun, man. That's, if there's one word I can describe like my singles run this year, is just fun. Like as much as I enjoy teaming up with Gabriel and Matthew in 6-man like matches, I love singles action as well, because I get to showcase my abilities on my own and show that I'm able to hang in the ring with guys like Jonathan Gresham, who's trained us in the Ring of Honor dojo for a little bit of time that we did spend there with him. I mean, to be honest, man, like when I found out that I was facing Jonathan Gresham, like I was like, wow, I was in shock, because he is considered one of the best professional wrestlers in the world. And I was, questioning my own abilities, seeing if I was going to be able to hang in the ring with this guy. But, but that's us, man. Sometimes we just get in our own heads, and then when the time comes, the moment comes, all you can do is shut up, put up, and I did it. I hung in with him, even though I lost. I was still proud of my performance, to say the least. you know, and all that did was make me even better. And I'm looking to whoever my next opponents are going to be in the year 2023.
Got you. No, definitely. Again, I feel like that's always something. No matter wins or losses, you're still taking something from it. It is that learning experience, no matter what the matchup or outcome is. But it's funny now that I'm looking at it with all the technical difficulties we're dealing. I forgot to ask you guys the first question I ask everyone that comes on. So let me go into that before I move on here. You guys heard the name of the podcast. So when you hear that term, when you hear the craft, what does that mean for you guys?
The craft, what is that? Like the art of this business,
yeah,
man.
Art, you know, it's hard to like the tradition of it back like hundreds of years, you know. That's like a cool little name. Consider that. Yeah, pretty cool that we're a part of.
Yeah, when I hear craft, man, and when you know, in regards to professional wrestling, like professional wrestling, man, there's so many layers to it. There's, you know, the athleticism, the theatrics, the entertainment, the performance. Like we can go all day, you know. Like it starts from, like, you know, the production in the back, the training in the back, to when it's time to go out there for your match. You know, when you cut through the curtains, like all that's performance. It's all art, man. It's all art, and it's just about what kind of flavor you're bringing to the table. You know, what kind of sprinkles are you sparkling on top of that sundae, on top of that cake? What kind of toppings are you bringing in? You know.
Got you. No, definitely. Again, I always this is the question I always like to ask because I want to see each person's interpretation of that, what the statement is, what the craft they feel for them is. So awesome. Well, let's go into a little bit of this because this is something I was alluding to about wanting to ask you guys when I was promoting the podcast, was a little bit of the evolution for you guys, because I always like to do my research, find a little bit of the origin as well for you guys. So when I show this picture here and when we get to the Primal Fear today, how has this been for you guys, seeing that evolution of those earlier days of the look of Primal Fear? But you see a guy right there that currently was just on pay-per-view a few days ago. But how has that been for you guys, that evolution of what Primal Fear was at one point to what it's become now? As again, we're talking about all the accolades you guys are currently having just this year alone. How has that been, that ride for you guys?
You want to start, Gabriel?
Yeah, evolution has been we've been through a lot of different incarnations ahead, but I feel like where we're about to go, true to ourselves, authentic and organic, we've ever been. We're going to continue to get back. But at the back, the early that, you know, I was doing Hodder at the time. I wasn't allowed to have the last name. Because you were the top, and but you know, I liked it. Like, you know, I like my favorite wrestler, so I got, you know, I like opportunity and that side of back then. But what you get now, real and raw, the true, what you're seeing today, and what you're going to.
Is Gabriel's audio breaking up on your end too, or is it just mine? Uh-oh, I don't hear Ray.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a little choppy on my end as well.
Okay. No, but as far as the evolution, man, like it, you know, it's with anything and everything in life, man. Everything evolves, like everything changes, everything. You can't be stagnant at all, because if you do, then you won't get anywhere. You know, like when we started off and we were with Punisher, like it was awesome, man. You know, he took us under his wing, and like he helped, you know, he helped build us, he helped molded us, he gave us experience, he gave us lessons, he brought us on board. Like we've had our first experiences at Ring of Honor because of him, you know. He used us as droids for his entrances, so he gave us a little taste of, like that, the big, big time promotion kind of deal. And like once he got signed, like we weren't by his side anymore. So it was up to us to step up and try to do things on our own. And I feel like we've done a good job so far, because if it weren't for the evolution, we wouldn't be where we are today. It's up to the individual and the talent to kind of find what works, what doesn't work, throw things at the wall, see what sticks, see what doesn't stick. Uh, a great way to kind of find out what works is by, the audience, sometimes your fellow, your trainers, your fellow comrades, kind of like, grab ideas from everywhere and, like see what works. But that's also up to the talent to kind of like, take time to try to think of like what's next for me, what's next for us, because it's very easy for something to go stale very quickly, so you got to just evolve with the times, man.
Gotcha. And no, definitely we have seen, especially with the look of you guys, it's gotten that evolution almost every saga, if you will, to steal your handle a little bit. It's been sagas of Primal Fear, and getting to see what we've seen this year alone is definitely a bright future for you guys. But let's talk about that a little bit, because you mentioned Ring of Honor. Can we talk a little bit about the time you guys got to spend in Future of Honor and that dojo system, and how was that for you guys, especially in that learning experience to get where you guys are currently today?
I think the dojo awesome experience. Within Gresham, believable. R is also extremely under. Again, and work with talents that we never really got for, like just us and SOS there. So we were working with us. Great wrestler, getting to work with cool, being with people of a higher than where we're at.
Yeah, the whole I don't know, like the time we spent at the dojo was like, I'll just use the word cool. Like I thought it was super cool, That's something that I would have never ever imagined would have happened. When getting into the pro wrestling business, I kind of had no like expectations. So like us just making it that far was like super pretty cool for me. It was very surreal, that we've been chosen to be a part of the dojo. And like we learned a lot there, man. The trainers there were fantastic. Delirious, Will Ferrara, Jonathan Gresham, BJ Whitmer. Like it was good because like it made everyone want to get better. It made like for me it was like a challenge, like after each training session you're always leaving and you're thinking about, okay, like what can I do to be better next time? Like what did I learn from today that I can apply to next training session or for the Future of Honor shows, where we were able to showcase what we have learned at the dojo, going up against some of the Ring of Honor dojo talent, like, Ryo was there, like Gabriel said, SOS was there, Khan Moses, guys like Joe Keys, Dante Caballero, like those guys are still going strong today because of the dojo, so we have nothing but, respect and yeah, man, super grateful for that opportunity.
And guess what, man? The hard time getting there, Joe was in Baltimore and in Jersey, and a week, man, we were going for 3 hours back. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Knowledge I got is just cool.
I definitely forgot about that. Yep, 3 hours there, 3 hours back, 2-3 times a week. Man, that's part of the grind, part of the struggle that nobody ever talks about,
Definitely so. And again, that's what shows. It's that true hunger of wanting to do this, wanting to make it. And again, it's an opportunity that not many can say they've had, to be able to learn under those greats as well. When you think about Ring of Honor and its history and you guys got to train under guys that have that tenure. So that's definitely a great experience and be able to do that. And that's assisted with just this year alone, and also the opportunities you guys have been able to earn. When we talk about that, we talk about you guys were on Elevation. You guys got to challenge for, again, those Ring of Honor 6-man tag team championships. And how was that for you guys, not only to be able to be on that stage, but get to fight for championships that eluded you when you were in your time in Ring of Honor and Future of Honor?
See, before
that day,
Gabriel,
like, you know, in the AEW, sometimes we've gotten opportunities, we haven't. So we never expect when we go. You know, when we were hanging, we see the board get put up, and we see it's Dalton and the board, but like specifically, we saw the Ring of Honor championships, like that they for that opportunity, you know, because Dalton and the boys had a match that wasn't for the championship match, like detail on it, you know, and the opportunity to work with, because you know we knew him of Honor, and sometimes we were there where the promo room while we were cutting enough advice, and you know the camera, and getting the chance to after some advice from him in Ring of Honor together.
Yeah, whether anyone knows it or not, man, that was actually our second time wrestling for the Ring of Honor World 6-man Tag Team Championships. Our first time was against Shane Taylor Promotions during the pandemic era of the Ring of Honor. And, you know, during that time, I don't know, like, how much eyes were actually on the product, because at the time it was pretty hard to watch, man. Like, you know, no wrestling, no fans in attendance. So it's like, you know, quiet set, and you know, like wrestling was kind of hard to watch during that time. So, but yeah, man, once we found out we had the chance to wrestle Dalton and the boys for the Ring of Honor World Championship, like we were ecstatic, man. We were ready too. Like, you know, when we got the invite to AEW, we weren't really sure if we were going to do anything at all, if we were going to be used for a security spot, whatever. But during that week and the week prior, we just spent the time training, trying to put some things together just in case the opportunity did come and presented itself. And the fact that we even got an entrance, bro, like that was so cool. That was more dope than the match, to be honest. Just the fact that, you know, they took the time to give us a little Titantron, give us some music. You know, that was dope, man. That was dope. That was a moment that I'll never forget, man. Just walking down that ramp into the ring was amazing. Super amazing.
No, definitely. I can imagine that adds a whole nother element, again, to see the reaction of the fans and hear their reactions. Because I can imagine as well, the fans are going to start seeing and they start to notice, hey, wait, we know these guys. Or if not, they're looking at the look and like, we need to know who these guys are now, which is always the most special thing after the fact, that it's like, now I want to know more. Which again, if you haven't already, check out the YouTube channel. You'll learn a lot more about these guys and on their vlogs, where you can see the whole day. Because I've been a fan of the vlog, and I'm like, okay, we get to see both sides of what not just happened in the match itself, but the preparation and the after effect as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the point, man. Like in pro wrestling, man, you always got to be able to like stand out. And, you know, when we had that entrance, we've got nothing but like good word afterwards, saying, being told how much people like the entrance, how much they like the look, how much they like seeing all three of us together, and how we each kind of complement one another. So like, we're doing something right there, but we just got to do, there has to be something more in order for them, like, all right, we need those guys back. You know what I'm saying? They brought us once. We've been there 3 times so far and wrestled 3 times, but now we need to, you know, consistency, you know? So we just got to figure out what that next thing is. What is Primal Fear missing? I can't hear you, buddy. There you go.
I was saying it is something at least that you're getting the the match every time. It is not just a extra spot, a security spot. It is shown that someone in AEW is definitely liking what they see, and that always has to be a very important thing to be like, okay, they're enjoying what they see here. They're
Heck
liking
yeah, man. You don't
what
know
time
how
of year
cool it is to we've been a trio for I think 6 years now. Like I've been wrestling for 7 years. Me and Matt, we started at the same time. I think Gabriel joined a couple months afterwards, right, Gabriel?
6 months.
But we've been a trio for 6 years, so we pretty much from the beginning, man, we've been together, and just that we've made it this far to wrestle as a trio on AEW for the Ring of Honor 6-man championships, like that's awesome, man. And can't not I don't know if anyone else can say that they did that, you know? So
No, definitely so. And I can imagine that just makes it even more sweeter that this ride has been as a trio. Because I don't think that many get to say that they get to be with their friends in a group like this so long and be able to have that continued success and be able to continue this length of time. Because you see it, you see tag teams come and go, you see trios last not as long either. So to say 6 years consistently and only getting better each year is definitely a shot to you guys. And I congratulate you guys for getting this amount of time and continuing to become better and better each as time continues.
yeah, man, absolutely. You know, that's why, and plus it's cool that, I can do singles matches. They can do tag team matches. Doesn't always have to be 6-man tag team matches. We're the best of both worlds, all three worlds. Singles, tag, 6-man, wherever you need us, we got you.
There you go. That's also the best thing about you guys as well. That it brings that it's that adaptability, if you will. That it's not just the 6-man division. It's not just tag team. It's not just singles. It's anything that's needed. Hey, if they call for the triple threat match to happen eventually, you guys have that as well.
Yeah.
Which
We have.
oh, has it happened? I was throwing it as a joke.
Standalone pro wrestling, I think. It was a good one. I think it's on
Chad had to
TV.
Oh, gotta love
We gotta
that.
run that back though.
There
Listen,
you
as
go.
much as I love wrestling alongside my brothers, I also love wrestling against my brothers. So whenever, time and place, we'll make it happen.
There we go. But let's start talking a little bit about that now. Let's start doing some promoting here for some upcoming matches that you guys are coming up here. At least events as well, because matches haven't been announced yet. But you guys are going to be at PPW next Saturday, December the 10th, home for the holidays here. Let's talk about this. As again, we talked about earlier, the current TV champion, the current PPW tag team champions. How are you guys getting ready for? Again, it's time for the holidays here, so I can assume you guys want to keep those titles to enjoy this Christmas time of year.
Damn right, bro. Listen, regardless of the holidays, Primal Fear never stops training. Since the first day we stepped foot in this business, we have been training non-stop. We don't take days off, bro. That's why we are the PPW television champion. That's why we are the PPW tag team champions. The training doesn't stop. That's why my boys were able to capture the Rise Tag Invitational Tournament, because the training doesn't stop. We are always ready. There is no second guesses. All fight, no flight. Primal Fear. We are ready for PPW.
Oh, really, man? And, Adrien's been holding that champion title now. Me finally got to tag for a long chase. And, man, it took us a long time giving them up. So
There you go. And I can imagine those titles. You guys definitely don't want to lose those anytime soon or lose that grip on them anytime soon.
That's right.
Let's also talk about that as well, because it's been that division there in PPW. You had the Rise Tag Team division on lock, the Super Crazy Tag Team division on lock, which unfortunately a team I know as well, former guest of the podcast, the Rep, just stole away with those championships. So unfortunately, those Super Crazy tag titles are no longer under your waist. But hey, 2023 could be that time to bring them back into the fold here of Primal Fear. But I have to ask that. You said something there, Adrien, that I want to ask. when you say that motto of you guys, all fight, no flight, what does that mean? What is it? Why is this the stance that you guys go by? What does that mean? What is all fight, no flight here?
Bro, the definition is literally the name. All fight, no flight. That's primal fear, man. That's primal fear. You know, when you feel primal fear, you got two choices, right? You can either run or you can either face it and fight. So it's all fight, no flight. And that's what got us here today, all right?
Yeah, I mean, oh man, Primal Fear.
Hey, Ray, let me tell you, it took us 7 years to come up with that catchphrase, all right? But we found it.
Hey,
All
it's
fight,
big.
no flight, fear none, take all. That is primal fear.
There you go. Hey, it fits. Again, I just wanted to ask because I feel like there's that story behind it. So I just wanted to see what is it that got you guys to want to say this, because it does stick. It works perfectly for the gimmick and for it got catchy. And hey, it's on a shirt now. People are
Yes,
buying the
sir.
shirt. They see it. They want to be a part of it here. Which again, guys, if you haven't already, go check out one of their lovely shirts right there. Link in the
Yeah.
description down below. Again, it's like we do this too much for content creating, guys. But again, you got to plug everything there. But like
Yes,
I said,
sir.
also, and to show, I am a fan of the vlog as well. So, what got you guys to want to review protein bars every week? I had to ask that because I was like, it's a segment that I feel like, again, it added something to the content creating. I know we all want to find something that's like, hey, here's our niche. So, what was it that was like, hey, let's do this segment here. Let's call it Is It Tasted? What was that for you guys to be like, that worked, that clicked?
I think the came out of nowhere. Gabriel kind of just yelled it one time, and we were like, "Oh, you know, what to grow with that?"
Yeah, I don't thing. I think whatever the first episode, I think, let's review this protein. It's just kind of a vibe, and it gets like to the point that shows stuff, and people are like, it's taken on a level.
But yeah, the idea for that, I don't know how I came across, but the idea for that was, usually wrestlers after wrestling events, they like to go and eat like, crappy food, kind of use that as an excuse for their cheat meal or whatever. McDonald's, Burger King, maybe hit up a diner or two. But I was like, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's do protein bars instead. Let's keep it a little healthier. After our win, like I said, the training never stops, so we need to fuel our body with some protein. And I think the first few episodes, we just were tasting them and kind of just saying whether they were tasty or not. And then the ranking system eventually came along, and every week we've been trying to figure it out. Is it tasty?
To me, I feel like the ranking system is the funniest part of it because it's usually so what does this add up to? And no one has a calculator around. It's just like, hopefully we get the math quick enough here.
Yeah, I can't math. I cannot math.
Me, I end up with the job of every week. But I think only 1 week I was right.
Hey, again, it's gotten entertaining. I can imagine everyone that is watching as well is definitely falling in love with it. They're enjoying what you guys do. And hey, with this close here to 200 subscribers. So guys, definitely go subscribe to the channel. Link again in the description down below where you can go follow them on social, follow the YouTube as well. Because again, you want to see those travel vlogs, get to see what it truly means to be on the road and see what it takes to get to these events. Because a lot goes into it. It's not just, hey, you show up at an event. There's a lot that goes into all this, that preparation, especially for matches that lead to holding championship gold. Well, let's talk about this because also this month you guys make a debut. It's not often you make debuts like that. It's usually companies are bringing back Primal Fear, but you guys make your official debut for this company right here, Fight Pro. You guys are part of their tag division. They're very much about putting divisions here. So you guys are going to be entering here. Primal Fear makes their official debut 12/17 in, I guess we could say, your home base, if you will, at Super Crazy. So how does that feel for you guys making that debut there with a company being endorsed by none other than Prince Nana? So how is that for you guys making your official debut in less than 2 weeks now?
It's going to be really, really cool. Debut there. I think it's the being more sport based film and divisions, pretty much like pure coming from a Ring of Honor, cool to kind of see live on, and yeah, and win some championships everywhere else.
There you go. Adrien, your thoughts on making the debut at Fight Pro?
First, I gotta ask, that picture you pulled up with the three of us on that, was that a real photo that they put up? That's the first time I'm seeing that.
That is an
really?
official graphic from
Oh, wow.
their social media.
That's
Again, I do my
super cool.
research to make sure I get everything before I have the guest on.
Yeah, because originally I didn't think I was going to be there because I was supposed to be going back to Puerto Rico, but I don't think that will be happening. So I will be there in support of my brothers, Matthew and Gabriel. Like I said, my boys had a terrific year, man, and what better way to end it by showing up at a new place and making ourselves known. People already know Primal Fear, but now it's time for Fight Pro to get a little taste of all fight, no flight.
There you go. I was gonna bring that up as well. Unfortunately, well, it was bittersweet, I guess, because you had a great time in Puerto Rico. You had your debut, but unfortunately, the gear didn't want to make its debut that night.
Bro, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even talk about it. That's behind me. That's in the past. I'm all smiles now. I'm not upset anymore. Got all my stuff back. PR was dope though. PR was awesome, and I can't wait to go back, honestly. But this time, the luggage comes with me on the plane. All right.
I just told one of my best friends because he's wrestling there this weekend. I'm like, hey, just pack it in your carry-on, just to make sure. Because
I learned the hard way.
I was like, yeah, I saw what happens. I'm like, yeah, just put it in your carry-on. Make sure, because you never want to lose gear again like that. Because, well, luckily it came back to you. It's not lost forever. That's the best thing. At least they came out of that experience.
Yeah.
So I wanted
memorable.
Definitely so. So I wanted to ask you guys about this because it's been posted for a while now. It's been talked about. Beyond is holding in Wrestling Open their tag team tournament, but a team's been left out here. Your guys' thoughts on there's still no announcement of Primal Fear being a part of Tag Team Endurance, and you guys have been making some waves in Wrestling Open. Where's the Primal Fear graphic at?
Yeah, well, the one who officially breaks the new part of that show. We enjoyed our time in. We'll be back there soon.
There you go. So again, I just wanted to ask because I felt like I was hoping that wasn't the news that was coming, that unfortunately you guys won't be there. But hey, again, 2023, you never know what could possibly happen and the opportunities that can happen coming next year. Again, it's been a crazy 2022 as is. So let's see what 2023 brings for Primal Fear in all divisions as well. So, but also something I wanted to bring up, especially it is the holiday season like we talked about here. So especially for Gabe, I wanted to ask you a little bit, how can people especially help with this that I saw earlier today you posted? Where can they contact you if people do want to help donate and assist with the family getting a good time this year for Christmas, helping with the gifts and all that?
Anyone who would be interested in helping, reach out on my, it is _ Gabriel 13. Every couple of days I've been list and DMs are open. Yes, send me a message and I appreciate it. Happy I get to be something that like that. I'm very fortunate to help some other families and expand and do something bigger than my, help out.
Definitely so. So again, guys, you're hearing that there. Please, if you can, especially it's a Christmas time, let's give another family some more cheer as well. Definitely help out and contact Gabriel today. But again, guys, I know you guys are busy, so I don't want to take up too much more of your time. But I do have to ask the question I ask everyone that comes on, and that is for each of you, we'll go down the line here. What is the end goal? Be it for Primal Fear, be it for you as a solo competitor or as a wrestler itself. What is the end goal for each of you here?
My goal is getting to make a living for my eventual wrestling. I don't know what that might look like, doing high or being signed to a major. My goal is just making a living.
Yeah,
I am on this.
I am on the same boat as my man Gabriel, making a living off of professional wrestler. Like I said, man, when I got into this business, I had zero expectations. Who knew I'd, wrestle for Ring of Honor, I'd wrestle for AEW, hold numerous championships, wrestle some of the best professional wrestlers in the world, being a head trainer at Skid Row Academy. Like, man, like I couldn't have asked for anything more, So as right now, yes, make a living off of professional wrestling, but I still live my day with no expectations, man. I just live every day to my fullest and do everything to the best of my ability. And yeah, that's it, man. That's all I can do.
That's awesome right there. And again, it's gotten you guys to where it's gotten today. And again, it's been very successful so far. Again, let's see what 2023 brings. And again, guys, shout out to everyone at Skid Row Academy. Shout out to O-Dog and everyone there. Go support them as well. And again, if you guys are looking to get into the professional wrestling business, definitely go check them out and hit them up today. You have these three great guys right here giving you everything you need to get into those ropes right there. But also go follow each one of them on their socials here. We're going to show them right here. Go follow Adrien on his Instagram right there, on his Twitter right there. Go follow Gabe on his socials right there. We're going to put both right there. Boom. And then go follow Matt as well on his social. He's more vocal there. Unfortunately, he couldn't be today, but you'll definitely be able to hear from Matt on his social media there. And also links will be in the description down below, so you guys can click on all of that. And also subscribe to the YouTube and get some merch like we plugged earlier. Go support, go buy. Hey, it's Christmas time. Go get someone you love right there. Go get them a Primal Fear t-shirt and be a part of being all flight, no fight. Sorry about that. All fight, no flight. I'm messing it up already. We're getting to the end of the podcast, and now I mess it up. Of course. You got to love it. But definitely, guys, thank you all for coming on. This has been a great time here. Thank you all for coming on to have this great conversation. And definitely, I can't wait to see what continues for Primal Fear going on into 2023 as well.
Awesome, man. Thank you for having us, man. This was a blast. And we're looking forward to doing this next time.
Definitely. We're definitely going to have to do a part 2, hopefully next year. Or we can get all three of you, hopefully, with audio as well. We can get Matt to have some audio with us. But I'll definitely be seeing you guys soon as well. And to everyone watching, as always, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, respect the craft, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.